Hi, I'm Emily Pendle from 6E Farmstead, and I'm going to show you how to get your baby goat onto a bottle. So I have week-old kids here, and they've been on their mom so far nursing. But we have some kids that are getting ready to go off to their new homes tomorrow, and so they're going to be bottle babies. And a lot of people, what happens is they get their babies home and they're trying to get them on the bottle, and they get really frustrated because they don't just get on the bottle, and the new owners get really stressed that their kids aren't eating. So I wanted to make this quick video to just kind of show you the process and what's totally normal, even for people like us who have raised several bottle babies. So let me show you the bottle first that we use. This is the Producer's Pride Kid, Lamb and Kid bottle. We get these from Tractor Supply, and they come with this red nipple. This type of nipple is called a Pritchard nipple. And when you get it, you need to snip the tip off, okay, to make the little tiny hole. And we like these because it has the little ball in there, so it keeps it from flowing too fast, and it makes the kid actually have to suck on the nipple to get the milk. We also like that it has the measurements on the side. It's really important that you follow the schedule that we give you with your kid for feeding amounts. We've learned the hard way that by overfeeding, you can make your kid really, really sick, and it can even kill them. And these little babies will tell you that they're hungry all the time, so it's really important that you regulate their feeding. So follow that schedule, use the amounts on the side of the bottle. So these kids are really young. I'm starting them out today with an ounce. It's always better to go less than more because frequent feedings are better. So because they're new to the bottle, I'm starting them off on an ounce, and then in an hour I'll probably give them a little bit more. So we're gonna give it a try here with a little girl who hasn't eaten yet. So this is the first time I'm ever trying to stick a bottle in her mouth, okay? And it's going to be a little bit messy. It's going to get on you. It's just milk, it's okay. It's probably gonna get all over her face. That's okay too. What I like to do is make sure your milk is warmed, of course. Make sure you follow those instructions that we gave you with your kid. Is I like to sit on the ground. I'm gonna move this little guy out of the way a little bit. There you go, Ellie. I like to sit on the ground and then put the kid on my lap with their rear end facing my belly. Because what they're going to try to do is they're going to try to back up away from the bottle because I'm going to be forcing the nipple into her mouth. Now that sounds mean, but it's not. She doesn't know what it is yet. So she's got to learn that that red nipple is where her milk is going to come from. So she's going to fight me a little bit at first, and they may fight you for the first couple of days, and that's okay, that's normal. But after a couple of days, they should be sucking from the bottle and not fighting you so much anymore. So I'm going to take my little girl here, and she's going to go into my lap with her rear end facing my belly. That way I can really keep pretty good control of her, especially if she backs up. And I put my hand on her neck here and love on her, say, it's okay, girl. And I take my bottle, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to insert my thumb and my pointer finger into her mouth to open her mouth so I can stick the Pritchard nipple in. And what I want to do is I want to make sure that the nipple goes on top of her tongue, not under it. They can't suck the nipple if it's under their tongue. Okay, so I'm going to try it. We'll see how we do, and it might take a couple of tries. Let's see what happens. So we're going to open her mouth here a little bit. It's okay. It's okay. Oh, yeah, I know. We're going to stick the nipple in and then hold the bottle up. Now notice that the bottle is going vertical, and I'm supporting her chin with my left hand here while I hold the bottle with my right hand. You can hear that she's starting to suck. She's getting there. Her tongue's hanging out the side a little bit, but she'll get it. Okay, and I'm kind of just keeping her supported. Now, I hold the bottle up in such a way that her head has to go straight up as well, and I'm kind of supporting her in doing that because when kids nurse from their moms, their heads go straight up to nurse, and you want to try to mimic that as much as possible so they don't aspirate the fluid, so it doesn't go into their lungs, and so it doesn't give them a tummy ache. So there we go. She's doing okay. She's getting it. She's not so sure yet, but she's getting there. Okay. Oh, she's doing really good. Now she's spitting it out. That's totally fine. Okay, and so we're going to give her a minute. I know. Can you believe that? Look at your milk mustache. Okay. And then I still have some milk left. She didn't do the whole ounce that she should be taking, so that's okay. I'm gonna give her a little bit of a breather, and then I'm gonna try again. And my policy with my kids is that I usually try twice, and then if they keep spitting it out, then they're probably not hungry, and then I'll wait and try and come back a little bit later and try again. So let her lick it up a little bit, say good girl, and we're gonna try it again. So again, I'm gonna use my thumb and my pointer finger to open her mouth, and the nipple is going to go on top of her tongue. So let's try and see how we do. And see how I'm she backs up a little bit, so I'm also using my shoulder to cradle her here. Okay, here we go, baby. Open up. Oh, I know. What? I know, this is the good stuff though. Here we go. Here you go. She's getting it. Gonna keep that nipple in her mouth, not let it slide off to the side. So I use my fingers to help guide it. Her neck is on my palm of my hand. There we go. She's getting it. Beautiful. Good job. There we go. And once it's empty, pull it so they're not sucking a bunch of air. Now, she did really good. Sometimes it's not that simple. I made it look easy, I know, okay? And sometimes you'll get a kid that gives you a lot of trouble. You just gotta be patient and calm with them and keep trying. Yeah, look at those boys sucking on your fingers. And what's really important, we found, is have a calm environment when you're trying to do this. You don't want a lot of noise happening. Dogs running around, dogs really scare kids. They won't focus on trying to nurse or trying to take the bottle when there's dogs running around or kids running around screaming. We keep the environment really calm and quiet so we can focus on the task at hand. Another thing that you can do if you're having trouble getting a kid to take the bottle, like if you put the nipple in their mouth and they don't suck, you can try what Ember is doing here by putting your pinky finger out and letting them suck on it to try to stimulate that suck reflex. If they don't have a suck reflex, there's another problem happening. They may have a low temperature. Kids can't eat if they have a low temperature, so you'll want to contact your breeder or contact your veterinarian for help with that. But if they do have a suck reflex and they're just not taking, another trick that we found is you can cover their eyes loosely with like a hand towel, so they're not realizing that they're not sucking from their mom. Or you can also, as you're holding them, have another person help you and tickle their tails a little bit. So what their moms do naturally is when they're nursing, the mom will come and lick their tails. And so we found that it does help stimulate the suck reflex if you have somebody else kind of just fiddle with their tail a little bit while you're trying to get them to nurse, and that might help stimulate them to suck. Okay? So if you have any questions, make sure to contact your breeder or contact your veterinarian for some help, and patience is the key. Good luck with your kids.